More than 67 million people bowled at least one time last year, more than a third of them at a place run by Tom Shannon. He's an entrepreneur who has turned rundown alleys into an international brand that has become the largest player in the $6 billion U.S. bowling industry. Tyler Matheson introduces us to him in tonight's How I Made My Millions.
I haven't got a chance. Maybe I do.
Don't let that first ball fool you.
That was pretty abysmal.
Tom Shannon knows how to strike it rich in bowling.
How many total bowling centers do you run?
Now 308 and about 9,000 employees.
His 10-pin empire, known broadly as Bowlmor AMF, racks up about $550 million in annual revenue and hosts plenty of celebrities.
Al Pacino, the Kardashians.
The Kardashians were here? You're kidding me.
I taught Kim how to bowl.
I bet you did.
It all started with a lot less glamour and a single location, Bowlmor Lanes, a New York City institution that Shannon walked into in 1994, more than a half a century after it opened.
It was very run down, probably no investment in it in at least 3 decades.
But the Darden Business School graduates saw potential for a revamped bowling experience.
Business was financed with a combination of $3,000 in equity, which is all I had, and $2 million borrowed.
From whom?
About 2/3 of it was a seller note. I borrowed money from SBICs, Small Business Investment Corps, at 17.5% interest.
Then he went to work, adding new technology, updating the decor, improving the music and the menu, and transforming the tired bowling alley into a hip nighttime destination.
We used to renovate during the day, clean up, and open for business at 5 o'clock.
And it worked. Shannon says by 1999, the Union Square location was the highest-grossing bowling alley in the country. 2 years later, he tried the same trick in suburban Maryland with a similar result.
And so I thought, well, if it's working in Manhattan and it's working in Bethesda, we have a model that'll work.
Soon, he saw customers rolling through the doors of 6 Bowlmor centers at a time when thousands of alleys were closing shop, including AMF, the biggest player in bowling at the time. For Shannon, it was an entry angle to big league bowling.
I partnered up with a private equity firm, and we managed to buy AMF out of bankruptcy for $300 million. So overnight, I went from 6 bowling alleys to 272.
Then there's another acquisition. You get even bigger, Brunswick.
Yes, so this was, I would have to say, a little bit audacious.
The newly combined Bowlmor AMF spent $270 million to score 85 additional centers from Brunswick in 2014. The company currently operates under 4 brand names: Bowlmor, AMF, Brunswick Zone, and Bolero, and it spares no expense on renovations.
Do you work with like theatrical stage and set designers to do this?
We do it all in-house. For me, maybe the funnest part of the business is that I get to create this crazy spectacle in which you can bowl, and it actually has an economic return.
A healthy one at that. In 2015, the annual revenue hit higher than $500 million and welcomed more than 25 million visitors to its lanes.
I view this as a long-term play, and I don't know where the limit is. I expect at some point we'll be a multi-billion-dollar diversified entertainment company.
Yes!
Well done.
Good for you, Tyler. And I know what you're thinking. Shannon has no plans to take this company public anytime soon, but he is looking to expand his empire outside the bowling industry.